Talk shows may be inexpensive to produce, but when it comes to the host salaries, shows that want to compete don't spare the coin. And hosts realize they can turn their star appeal and show business acumen into even more cash. So which active late night show host carry the most coins? Let's see what's in their wallet. Today we will be talking about the 10 richest late night talk show hosts. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications on so you do not miss any further future uploads. But without further ado, let's dive into our 10th spot. Coming up in number 10, we have Conan OBrien with a whopping $85 million. Conan OBrien's quirky brand of late night TV has served him well in basic cable. His clever, fresh show and successful production company net him an estimated net worth of $85 million. He makes $12 million a year on TBS as well. Coming up in number 9 with a whopping $45 million, Stephan Colbert. While Stefan Colbert still holds the number 2 spot with respect to net worth, Colbert took a pay cut when he moved from on CBS. Back on Comedy Central, Colbert collected a cool $6. On CBS, he allegedly makes about $4.5 million. His net worth remains a nice $45 million. Why the pay cut? According to reports, it was the move from cable to network television. With the larger audience part of Colbert's overall benefits, we bet it won't be too long before Colbert gets a bump in salary. Coming up at number 8, we have Jimmy Kimmel. James Christian Kimmel, obviously an American television host, comedian, writer and producer. He's the host and executive producer of Jimmy Kimmel Live, a late night talk show host that premiered on ABC on January. He was born on 13th November 1967 and is aged 52 years old as of today. The late night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel's net worth climbed from $25 million to $35 million. That's due in part to a pay rise though. The host now makes about $10 million a year. How crazy is that? Coming up at number 7 with a whopping $35 million, Chelsea Handler. With her streaming shows on Netflix, which are kind of talk shows, we suppose late night's Chelsea Handler comes in at number 7. She also increases her net worth to $35 million. She makes a reported $10 million a year as part of a 7-year Netflix contract. Some reports suggested Handler made $12 million a year for her former late night talk show. Coming up at number 6, we have Craig Ferguson, $30 million. Scotland's own Craig Ferguson hits the $30 million net worth marker even after departing his late night show, The Late Show with Craig Ferguson. Today he hosts a game show and launched a niche talk show on the History Channel, Join or Die with Craig Ferguson. With some stand-up, including working with the Netflix, some acting and some writing here and there, Ferguson brings in $8.5 million a year. Coming up at number 5, we have, of course, Jimmy Fallon with $25 million. Tonight's show host Jimmy Fallon is quickly becoming one of late night's greatest talk show hosts. And even though his popularity is surging as host of NBC's iconic late night program, Jimmy is still in the back of the net worth pack. Still, he makes a leap of $16 million to $25 million since our last update, and his $5 million salary for late night show has more than doubled to $11 million. Coming up at number 4, we have Carson Daly with $50 million. Former MTV VJ and one of the more creative talk show hosts on late night, Carson Daly hogs the middle of the list with a $15 million net worth and a $40,000 an episode contract. Daly's net worth is sure to grow as well. Besides his late night program, Daly hosts the popular show The Voice and produces NBC's annual New Year's Eve special. He also dabbles in acting and producing. Coming up at number 3, we have Seth Meyers with $10 million. Late night show Seth Meyers enters the list with a net worth of $10 million as the former SNL host becomes more popular with late night viewers. You can expect that net worth to rise. Now coming up at number 2, one of fan favorites, James Corden, $10 million. Host James Corden is making waves in late night as the host everyone was nervous about, but now everyone loves him. His carpool karaoke segments are an internet sensation, ensuring new viewers all of the time. His show has a classic BBC flavour and is somewhat fresh and new for US audience. And as an accomplished performer too, you can expect his net worth to climb as well. Now coming up in our first spot, we have Chris Hardwick, $10 million. It's the after show that everyone watches, and the Talking Dead's host, Chris Hardwick, rounds up our top 10 spot. Hardwick's net worth clocks in at $10 million, a combination of his AMC talk show as well as a successful comedy game show of sorts on Comedy Central called At Midnight. Now guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe and make sure you comment down below saying what you learned. But without further ado, I'll see you guys next time.